So welcome viewers, we have another episode of the Big Leap from Mire Asset. Today we have a very dynamic duo from Jaipur, Mr. Vikas Sudania and Mr. Sailesh Sharma. They have started this company called as the Right Partners in 2007. They will talk more about their journey. Both of them were in wealth management, in stockbroking, and had a very rich experience of more than 20 years. And then finally, when they started this organization, we have been quite blessed to have been associated with the Right Partners Group for now almost 9 years plus. So it's an association which started in 2011 in Jaipur. And over the years, we have only learned and grown along with Right Partners in our association with them. So welcome to both of you, Vikas and Shailesh, for joining us on this call today and being a part of the Big Leap. I would really want you to start by telling our viewers, how did Right Partners Group start?
Hi, I'm Vikas Sudrania this side. Our journey started way back in November 2007 when three of our old colleagues from stockholding just met on a coffee table and just thought to think about what should be done after having an experience of around 8 to 10 years of experience with the banking and the financial industry. Just on a coffee table, we thought to start on our own. That was sometime way back in November 2007. And we kept on meeting during those days, and then the financial crisis of 2008 started.
Sure.
During those days, we kept on discussing, contemplating about all these financial industries, kept on discussing about the current scenarios and all those things. And uh, we were of the opinion of starting on our own. And basically, the prime motive of this, the Right Partners, came to us when we were of the thought that there is always a gap between the relationship managers of the bank and the customers or the clients' investors. So we thought of coming up on our own and tried to fill up this gap. Uh, just before 5 days before the Lehman crisis of 15 September 2008, on the 10th of September, I had put in my papers with Citibank.
Okay.
And from there started the actual journey of the Right Partners. Uh, After completing my stint with Citibank, uh, in January 2009, we started this venture, the Right Partners. And subsequently, Sailesh, who was at that time working with the Standard Chartered Bank, he joined me 4 to 5 months later. And during those times, I was just busy setting up the platform or the foundation of the Right Partners. And then Sailesh joined me in, you can say, August 2009.
Okay.
Five of the reasons why we started our own business. The strongest among them was that as bankers, we used to nurture relationships. We were doing a good job. But then when you grow in your career, you move out of the city and then you have to restart a relationship. And for customers also, this was a big gap that today I'm handling this relationship. Tomorrow someone else will come. So there was always this gap. At times, what used to happen is that in banks, you have always those month end. Then
Yes.
again, you have to start from zero.
Yes.
So because it was always, you are running after I don't know what. But then after 2, 3 years, we hit a roadblock because we were never after numbers. We were just trying to build a good franchise.
Sure.
So then after 2, 3 years, things suddenly stopped. We were just wondering if we are following the right path or not.
Okay.
Then we kept on doing the right things, the right ways, following the processes, and the customer first policy.
Okay.
Again, in a year or so, things started moving. After that, we not looked back.
Lovely.
Economic environments, business cycles, they've come, they've gone. But then we have never felt the pinch just because we have followed right process.
Okay. Great. So during this time, you would have seen a lot of changes happening on the business landscape also. When you just started in 2008, 2009, entry loads went out, then other changes came, then disclosures started changing in the industry. How have you seen regulations change? And especially for somebody like you who was starting the business and regulations and the change in regulations were happening as your business was growing.
Regulations keep on changing, keep on coming. We basically have to change our way of doing things. We have to do the things in the right way, in the right direction,
Sure.
and obviously in the right interest of the customers. That's why we call it the right partners. We basically, during our course of journey, there were many roadblocks, you can say, when the upfront had gone. There was systems of passbacks during those times
Yes.
when we started. Then there was changes in the regulation of the uh, various category of funds. All the regulations, though, have been in the interest of the entire mutual fund industry. I would still say that the regulations were slightly more stringent for the IFA community as of now.
Sure.
You have to definitely evolve yourself on this basis, because you cannot uh, change the regulators' attitude towards ourselves, but you can definitely evolve your strategies, change your strategies, focus the way things have changed. What we tried to do is we were more customer centric. We thought everything in the interest of the clients. Uh, our focus was towards the clients rather than we taking the right partners to a separate level. We more focused towards the relationship and the benefits of the clients. Because of that, we were able to sustain our long journey.
Just to draw an analogy that, for a batsman, you always teach him that you have to play close to the body, play close to the body. So these things they help when you play in English environment where the ball is swinging. So same for the regulations. If you keep doing right things, follow right process, and keep evolving, so you'll settle down. It's not that the regulations have come and now there's no way out of it. There's
Sure.
always way out of it. And one thing that is important is the weaker players. They uh, they're out of the system, so this creates a lot of space also.
So the regulation would be a bit stringent, and it is going to be more tougher in days to come. This
Okay.
is going to be basically a situation where it will be the survival of the fittest.
Sure. So my next question would be, it's been a long journey for Right Partners and there would have been clients before who were associated with you. So what has been the key tenets of your wealth creation model for which clients have stuck on with you or have grown with Right Partners? So could you put some light on that also?
I would say that we never lose focus from the goal. Business cycles, economic cycles, macroeconomic things, they just keep coming and going. They just keep changing. The only thing constant is change. Then never lose focus of what you are striving to do. Continue doing the same things, follow the same practices, the basics. The basics will always remain the same.
Sure.
You can tinker here and there according to the situation. And keep following the basics. At the time of onboarding of the client, we put in a lot of hard work.
Sure.
At a later stage, our clients they are not wary of what is happening in the market. Then we believe in our punchline is demystifying the financial world. We believe in empowering the client and especially the youngsters whom we onboard. We encourage them a lot about all these financial products, the financial things, so that they are part of discussion, not just about their goals, but even the financial planning, the products, and everything. So at a later date, it becomes a very strong franchise, and even in tough times, we hardly get any phone calls. That's the strength, and that's what we built upon.
Lovely.
Keep on interacting with the clients so that the viewpoint and the feedback from the clients that usually helps to basically convince the client and take the things forward from there,
Okay.
which is being done regularly. So the clients definitely don't feel the pinch of any changes in the environment, business environment, economic cycles, and all. Helps the customers to basically don't lose patience.
Lovely.
This is one of the key parameters we generally follow.
Lovely. So keep on talking to them so that everything is preempted first. Having such great careers in the banks and financial organizations, then starting your own entrepreneur journey in this line, and this has been such a successful venture. What would be your advice be to people who look at this as wealth management as a profession?
There's huge scope, huge scope. Hardly, it happens that we meet a prospective client and he is into a relationship with some other financial planner.
Okay.
So this is one thing. And secondly, we all know that India's household saving, just 5% is into financial products. So
Yes.
there's a huge, huge opportunity. And, we were amongst the first few, at least I can talk about Jaipur, first few professionals who entered into this field. But then after us, it has been a trend, and a lot of professionals, bankers, they jump into the play and they're doing well. So there's a lot of opportunity.
We keep on interacting with the clients in such a way that he doesn't feel uncomfortable with us in terms of, because there are nowadays there is no dearth of information or other community people interacting with the clients for different products. We have basically increased our bouquet of products also. Not only mutual funds, we have also into equity, and we are also into health and life insurance. Basically, in the interest of the customers, we have to focus and provide him all kind of services sooner or later. In order to grow, you have to basically increase your bouquet of products also.
Thank you so much, Vikas and Sailesh. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. I found some very interesting but simple thoughts. Be in touch is one of these, is my takeaway for that. As long as you are in touch with your clients and with your audience, a lot can be taken care of by that. Increase your bouquet to be more relevant with investors. So, and if you think there is an opportunity, you should take, and you think you are capable of managing that opportunity, you should take that plunge. So that's my takeaway. So thank you so much for being
Thanks
a
a
part
lot.
of Big Leap.
Thanks for having.
Yes, our pleasure and an honor. We really cherish and appreciate the association we have with Right Partners. Our best wishes to the group. And thank you, viewers. Hope you enjoyed another exciting episode of the Big Leap from Mirae Asset. Thank you and take care.
Thank you, Mayur. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.